Slime YouTube gang, y'all in the building with us. I'm about to go live on it with the app gang. You feel me? We got Miss Battle right here. You know what I'm saying? Stick tight, YouTube gang. Stick tight. Yeah. That was Threes and Boney Slim drop for that. We heard Threes Energy. Good morning, Miss Battle.
Good morning.
Got Miss S Battle in the building. Miss Story with us as always. What stories we missed?
Good morning.
Miss Battle, how you been?
I've been good. I can't complain.
I like the polo. Look, that's my swag. You know what I mean? That's my profile. Should let me know. You should let me know we was doing the low today. You feel me, P? We all in a white tee. It's a Wednesday. You feel me? It's a hump day. You fresh on a Wednesday. That's what's up. That's what's up. So what's been going on? Let me see the material.
So this was my first book.
Wow.
And this was my second book.
Wow. Yo, this is ill right here, P. I like this too. I like the feel of this, yo. S Battle, Sylvi Battle in the building for my app gang. Listening on the app, YouTube gang. You know what I'm saying? Sylvi Battle, author.
And illustrator.
Yeah, that's right.
So I did all the illustration.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's actually S. Battle. I'm just like, since I got so many things going on, that's just one of my other alter egos. So it's S. Battle.
Okay. S. Carter. That's how Jay-Z used to do it. You feel me?
Wow.
That's what's up. So made you fall off into the well, let's take it all the way back. How long have you been an illustrator since you were?
I always been drawing since probably middle school. I was in GT art classes in middle school, and probably after high school, I started painting on borders and things like that, just for quick money and painting, designing some of my friends' shirts, some of my friends' pants and things like that, just for extra money, just to go out to go clubbing. And so I actually stopped drawing and everything for a little while. What got me back into my artwork, I was a nanny for a family, and just to go over alphabets and things like that with my little girls, I just started drawing A was for apple, B is for boot or something like that. I just always sketch if I didn't want to pay attention to somebody. So what happened was I left one day and I came back and the mother had all my artwork displayed on her wall. And she was just so amazed. And I was just looking like, I can really write a children's book. And so during Corona, one day I just picked up a sketchbook and I just started going.
So all these have dropped since Corona?
Yeah.
Wow, that's dope.
So it was the capital letters was in sketch, and then the lowercase is all colored. And so when I finished this, because it only took me 2 weeks to do all this, and for my first book, the hard part was the editing and send it off. So while I was waiting for this to come, I was just let me do a quick book about colors. And so I did a book about colors. And the colors actually came out before this one because it was this book was too long and they had to keep finished doing some edits. So the color book is actually on Kindle. I have 3 books on Kindle, but the color Be Colorful is in Spanish, the Spanish edition. So I'm waiting for that to drop. And so then my 4th book that I'm working on is going to be in Spanish, but it's going to be the alphabet book also.
Okay. Now, what about kids that are colorblind? How does that work?
I don't know. I never thought about that.
That's because your son is a little colorblind. Dang.
Oh, well, maybe you can help me with that.
Because he does, because I thought he wasn't able to draw. I was like, he can't draw because his colors are green, red, and yellow.
Mhm.
So like he doesn't see those. So it's hard sometimes because I'll end up correcting him, but I'm like, that's not the color. He doesn't see those
Wow.
certain colors, but I mean, he can still tell like red light, green light, you know.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I was wondering about that because I always have to tell the teachers. Like I didn't think it was really a big deal until the eye doctor was like, "You gotta tell him," because he was literally arguing with teachers. Like that's not that color.
So how old was he when you found out that he was colorblind?
His teacher told me.
Mhm.
His pre-K teacher told me. So he's about 5'4", 5.
But have you looked into, because I saw on like Facebook one time, like a man, he had like they were like colorblind glasses.
And they have color contacts too.
Oh,
Kodak actually has color contacts
Oh,
that
shit.
you can, but they're really expensive. And I guess I don't know how that. I never really looked into it,
Mhm.
like as far as that, because it's just like it's just those certain colors. And I always try to see if I can change, like if it's going to change, but
Wow.
change. But every time it goes to the eye doctor, I'm really like test my forehead, like I'm like like I set myself up.
Mhm.
But yeah, I was just wondering how would that work for some kids, because a lot of kids they all see different colors. It's not all. It's not always just the green and yellow and red. It's other different. There are different colors. So the way that they do it is like there's a number that sits inside of this circle, and the circles are like orange, green, without all the colors. So I guess if you see the number,
Right.
then you know it's no. But if you don't see the
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
but if you
Real
don't
players mess up.
if
It's
you
all
don't
good.
see that number,
You feel me?
then that's
Glad
those
you
are the
here.
colors that you that you don't really see. But as you will see them like I see them, but you don't see them.
That's very informative.
Go ahead and look into that.
The more you know. Learning today.
Yeah,
The story.
but I love this. This is a really good one because I always do kids books like these. Like everything's educational.
Mhm.
Everything that they get is always educational. So this is going to be amazing. This is going to be good. This is good.
Thank
I'm
you.
excited for you.
I'm so excited. Like I haven't really, like, once I started, I did not leave room for probably like about 3 weeks.
He
Like
was that into it.
I was
like, just
so
like,
into it that the kids and Pierre would bring me food in my room. Like when I said I would not leave, like, and I couldn't go anywhere anyway because I'm in remission from breast cancer. So my immune system is low. So the doctor was already telling me like
You
when
need to be
Corona,
in the house.
like I needed to be in the house, and it was nothing that I could do anyway. So, but once I started, it was just like page after page, like I wasn't sleeping like 6 o'clock in the morning. Pierre works at night. So when he was coming in, I was still up. I was seeing the sun come up. I was just like, I'll go to sleep for maybe like an hour, wake back up. I had my pen in my hand just drawing. So,
It's exciting. And then the fact that you do the animals and then the food. Everybody likes food. You can't go wrong with learning food.
yeah.
So that's definitely a good thing. So did it come to you like
In my book, I said I didn't want it to be the same, B is for banana, and then it was just like T is for cat. And I was like, I needed one theme. And so then I just started looking up different foods from around the world. And plus, I'm greedy, so.
That's me too. I was sitting there looking like tasty foods. Let me see what type of food you got.
And then it was just like, to be honest, I was like really amazed at myself. Like I was just like, oh my gosh, like as I was drawing, I was like, this stuff looks really real. Like I was just so proud of myself.
And it's so the illustration of
Dope.
everything is so good. I mean, pizza, everybody loves pizza, but then when I got to the quince, I was like, when I thought it made me think of what's the movie? White Man Can't Jump. When she was like, quince. It's like she was for quiz and made me think about that. I was like, I forgot all about that. But it's good to have different because when you open up a book, you see the basic stuff: apple, banana, carrot. You know what I mean? But then you open up and you see different types of foods and different types of things.
And when I did the yams, I was like, first of all, sweet potatoes are my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
So when I did that, and I was like, once I put the marshmallows on, I was like, oh my gosh, this looks so real.
Yeah, you did that. I'm gonna get these books. I'm gonna send these to my daughter, about to be 3, July 28th.
My cousins, no, Marcus. Marcus is the 20th. Crystal's, my cousin Crystal is the 28th. It's their stuff.
Unless I'm 23rd. You can eat some.
Yeah, I'm gonna get these for.
So some of the fruit I actually had to look up. So this right here is Zima. It's actually good for cancer. And I was just like, I wonder where I can get it from because like I said, I'm in remission for breast cancer. And yes, I've been in remission since February 2017. So but I was looking it up like I wonder where I can get that fruit. So it can just kill off cancer cells.
That's out the box right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is definitely something I
informative
wanted
at the same time.
because you want to start with an X, so you wouldn't even think like you're gonna try to figure out how to actually pronounce it, and then you learn about a whole new fruit.
Yeah,
And on top of that, you're learning about what the fruits can actually do health wise for you because now since the pandemic and all that other stuff is going on. With everybody, wanting to eat more healthier.
right.
This is definitely a good thing to bring out because it's teaching the kids, more stuff. Because who knows, they probably going back to school.
I would have never known. I was today years old when I just learned about that fruit. You feel me? What is it called again?
Zimina.
A Zemina. They'll have a little Zemina with a little shot of yam, something. You know what I mean? Like a Zemina with the Remy. I feel like this. No. Don't worry about it. I can make my own stuff.
You can.
Because
a Zemina pie.
A Zemina pie. What kind of stuff can you make with this? And how do you consume the Zemina? Like in a smoothie?
I'm not sure.
You just eat it. It's good for you.
Yeah.
Because it almost
don't always gotta be a way. So that's what kids think.
It almost kind of reminds me of a mango. And mangoes are good for nausea.
Really?
Oh, really?
Like they're good.
Today
they're good
for
nausea, especially if you're pregnant and you.
I don't have to worry about that.
Right, but it's definitely it is good for it's good for nausea though. I learned it doing the pregnancy.
My man P in the building. He said not yet. Shout out my man. Yo, P been there. Yo, shout out to you, brother. Though, no real rap, because I've been watching it. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything. It's like a movie now. So I've been watching it play out, and P been there holding it down.
He
You know what I'm
definitely
saying?
has.
So, what's going on with the dessert situations and all that?
So I actually took a break from desserts because from the chemo, I've been having side effects. So like my hand, like sometimes I can't lift things and like things to drop out my hand and
I do massage.
Oh really? Oh good.
Certified massage therapist too.
I actually have implant illness.
Okay.
So I actually have surgery this Saturday to get my implants out. I had to stop with desserts for a little bit.
Oh, I can understand. You know what I mean? It's still something you can quarterback from the sidelines, later on down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, so where's that strength come from? Where's that, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been saying, like I said, I've been watching the movie, you know what I'm saying? Not to say it like that, like I had my popcorn, but there's been a tear jerk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been like, you know what I mean? Like, dang, that's the homie, like this, and then the curveball and that. So it's like, take us all the way, like from the beginning, like take us, so like, you know what I'm saying? Where did it, you know what I'm saying? How did all the strength come? Like different peaks and valleys you had to go through, you know what I mean?
like you're talking about when I found out I had cancer.
Yeah.
Okay, so I actually had a miscarriage. Me and Pierre was carrying. I had a miscarriage, and we went into the doctors. And I always felt it was a lump on my left breast, and I had felt it, and I was just like, I had said to the doctor, like, I'm kind of concerned with this like little lump or whatever. So when she felt it, she was like, immediately she said, when you say small, I'm thinking the size of a pea. She said, this feels like the size of a golf ball. That was probably like a Tuesday. By that Friday, I went to an emergency ultrasound. And that's when the doctor had said, who are you here with? And Pierre was in the room, in the waiting room. And so he was like, can you bring him in here? As soon as he said that, I already automatically knew something was wrong. Right. And so he was just like, it is breast cancer. And I just looked like, okay, well, what's next? I think Pierre had started, he got teared. He cried.
It's tough, yo. Shout out to PA. Yo, also had Poos out here.
But and the thing is, and this is so crazy because when me and Pierre started messing with each other, it was just like we were just having fun. It was just like it was just like we were just going out to eat all the time, and so. But
So
we was like
right.
We was like what 4 months in? It was probably like 4 months in, and he was like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna stick with you through everything. And I was just like,
Amen.
I had to fight. I had to fight for my boys. My dad, actually, it was his death anniversary yesterday. My dad died from cancer, stomach cancer, and I felt like I didn't know what he was going through until I went through it. But I was just like, when the doctors tell you no drinking and things like that, I felt my dad was being so selfish because I felt like, wow, you're leaving me. And I felt at one point like my dad was all I had. And so when I was just like, Dad, you didn't fight to stay here with me. But when you're going through cancer, it is like, it's draining. It's draining. It takes everything out. And then sometimes it's like it plays with your mind. You get depressed and you want to be in the dark and you want to give up. You absolutely don't want to be around anybody. And I got into that mode for a little while, but I started thinking like I have to be here for my kids. There's no way I could not just lay down and without a fight. And I just was doing everything that the doctors had said, and it was a ride.
So you listened to everything. Did you try to do any outside like anything outside of whatever the doctors were saying? Like, did you try to do anything, any remedies on your own, like any holistic stuff, or
no, I didn't.
It was just let's just listen to the doctors and see how it goes.
Yeah, I didn't. I really didn't.
Like I had Dr. Sylvi type of, you know what I'm saying, not unorthodox methods or anything like that. Was people coming at you with suggestions like, yo, try this?
Yeah, people was asking me to try stuff, but I don't know. But I know for sure I didn't want to get addicted to the medication that they was prescribing. And I mean, and that's the thing with doctors. You could say, I would say like, I don't feel good today. The doctor had the prescription book out like, well, let's try this. They had me on depression pills, which a side effect was committing suicide thoughts. And I was just like, even to this day, like I have a bag full of medicine that they was prescribing, but I wind up not taking it. I just wind up just dealing with the pain, to be honest. So.
I think a lot of people, or a lot of us women tend to do that because it's always this story of getting hooked on to someone that's too strong. So it's like, I'm good. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to take it. and just kind of just deal with the pain, but then it's like, how much of the pain can you actually do?
Right.
But I mean, that's definitely strong. I definitely commend you
That's a
on all
fact.
that and commend you on
That's a fact.
the books, because I just like the feel of it. It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Definitely. Like, so walk us through the process of that. So you said you dropped these 2 books during the Corona quarantine. So, like you said it's like walk us through the actual creative process. Like, so okay, you wrote the book, you painted the pictures. What was the next step?
So then it was formatting everything. And that was crazy because I actually self-published. I didn't go through a publisher. And so it's actually programs that you can go through. I think I was watching a lot of YouTube videos, and the first one that I went through was called Ingram Spark. But that one, you had to have everything done. And
Say Ingram Sparks.
yeah, it's like Ingram Spark.
I find it. I'm gonna take my notes. You better take the notes.
And then the thing was to change your pictures into PDF form, and then you have to put all of it on a file, and then you had to send it separately from the cover, the back cover, the front cover, and then the inside. And there was just like basically going back and forth between PDF file and serial numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the good thing with English Spark though, they actually, but by everything being closed, they can't do it right now, but it's a program that you can go through and they'll put everything through, what is that? What is that book company? I forgot, it's a bookstore.
Borders?
Not Borders, what's the other one? Borders, is it Borders?
But I don't know, Borders or I can't. I
think it's
down there.
It's
All the books.
closed. It's BAM. It's one called BAM.
Bam, out here is a band. I ain't never seen one in Maryland.
So it's a program with, if you go through Sparks, they'll put your stuff on Borders right away. So
Just like distribute. So it's kind of just like an album for you. Get your barcode, you distribute through. What's it? Through her school. Like
she wrote. She had to do something for school, and the teacher ended up sending her thing, and it ended up getting published. I'm still waiting for it. Everything has been. It is over in England, so everything has been closed down. I literally just got an email that they were going to be sending it out, but it's published and it's her like.
Yeah, she on the post. So I'm gonna see if they know about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Amazon, you said automatically. They automatically put theirs on it.
yeah, you have an app. You have the option of putting it on Kindle, and but with that you don't need a serial number for Kindle.
So what's the serial number like? Probably like 25, 30 bucks.
No, like $150 a piece.
Really? Oh, that's different than music. Then that's music is $20, which is get your barcode through the distribution company that I use. You know what I'm saying? But
and for each book in each different. So even if this is Be Colorful and then I want it in hardback, I still will have to get a separate serial number for it.
Tripping.
So so individually it's $150, but it's one company that you can go through, and I think you can buy 10 of them.
Jasmine dropping the book. We making you write it. My mother writing a book. My mother writing a book. My brother getting somebody to help her professionally write it. No, I can't read it. Everybody should write a book. You know what I'm saying? But you pushing it, and these is very dope. So you pick out the gloss and all that. You pick out the
you can pick out if you want it either matte or if you want it gloss. But with Ingram Spark, they have like a hardcover. But I did want to go back to once I figure out how to do that. But like I said, their app was just so complicated.
Have you thought about because I see that you're just gonna keep going. That's just what I see. So
about 100 of these.
So have you thought about start with this and then going over to, especially now with this all this actually.
Like some assignments that come with the
here, and then the back is a coloring. It's a coloring page. I was thinking about doing a cursive book. I wanted to do a cursive because
they don't teach that.
Yes, and
they don't teach these kids.
I want to do one of my next books. I do definitely want to do cursive. My teenagers, They do not know how to write in cursive. They don't even know how to read
And
in
the
cursive.
sad thing is, I told my kids because I bought all cursive handwriting books, but I don't let them write in my books. So they have to write on paper.
Mm-hmm.
So, they do all the cursive, but that's how they learn. They don't teach it at all in school. It's crazy.
It's
Like,
switching
why you
everything
take,
up to
and it's
division.
almost like, why are you taking out something that you have to,
Mm-hmm.
you have to do it because you got to do your signature. You can't just be like, oh, I
Right. And,
You know.
and that's a good example because my son, he had his first job and got his first check. I said, you cannot print your name on the back of this check. But those are things that I definitely want to get rolling for them. But even as parents, like setting our children up, because I honestly think the school system is setting our kids up for failure. My son came home one day and like just even like texting, like, do not talk to me as Ard. I cannot stand it. Do not text me ARD.
ARD. My son texted me RD. I said, boy, that is road.
Yes.
That's the abbreviation for road.
You know what's funny?
do
You should
not
ask these kids, what does RH stand for? All right. You like,
no.
we should
I do
ask
not
the
like
kids.
that.
That's what we should do. Yo, what does this RH stand for? They don't even know. All right.
Yeah, and it's
All right.
And it's crazy because my son, the teacher has said that he could translate Shakespeare. He was in the 8th grade. They said that he could translate Shakespeare. So I said he needed to write a referral. He needed to get a referral from her so he can go to this program. And his email to her was like he was texting. And I was just like, what? Like, even we were on the phone talking to college recruiters, all of our boys sports. It was, yeah. You do not say yeah. What about yes? It was just so sad that, like,
And it was
what are
like,
they
what happened?
teaching
It's like,
them
what
in
happened to
school?
yes, and what happened to this, and what happened to that, and it's just like now you got to literally sit down, everything. Now, like I didn't think I would have to do that, but then it's now like teaching the kids. It's like you have to do it yourself because
Right.
the kids, they hate when I say one day I'm not gonna be here. So I need to make sure
Right.
that y'all are good because
Yes.
you don't know,
Right.
especially with all this going on. You just don't know. So it's like, hey, let's sit down. Let's do this. Let's do financial. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do X, Y, and Z so that everything can be figured out. Because you can't be sending on email. You try and get a job. Somebody, yeah, what's up?
Yes.
No.
Yo, App Gang in the building. We got Sylvi Battle, S.Battle in the building in case y'all just tuning in. Her new books are available. Now, why don't you let the folks know a little bit about the product?
So my books I have 3 books on Kindle. ABC Tasty Foods for Me and Be Colorful. And then my other book on Kindle is Be Colorful, but it's in Spanish. And these 2 books are available in paperback.
So I had a question. This may sound like for excuse me for my lack of knowledge, but paperback or hardback? What's the can you break down the science for me as an author? I guess it's your preference.
Well, this is paperback.
No, I know that. Like I know the difference. But I'm saying like so for like as far as if I'm ready to make a purchase, like for my 3-year-old daughter, I want to get the hardback because I know she's going.
The hardback isn't available.
I'm saying like just for conversational turn, like what if me as a consumer do I want to. You know what I'm saying? What is the choices? Like, what is the thought patterns that someone goes through when they're like, okay, should I purchase the paperback or the hardback? You know what I'm saying? If you get what I'm saying.
Okay, so if I had the hardback available, honestly, dealing with children, hardback would probably be for like younger kids that like always like ripping out books and ripping out books.
So 3-year-old.
Yeah, like 3-year-old. So I should get the hardback. I would get the hardback when it's available and stuff like that. Okay, I get it. And this right here is more like for the, I guess the elementary age to
5.
First, second grader type vibe for her. Okay.
These would be good to use in school.
That's a fact.
And to be used.
And this would be a good time to shake down these school systems.
This stuff is good for daycare providers when they do.
The hardback would be the best price for school because then they can have it for a long time. You know what I'm saying too. I just wanted to know, just for conversational time. You know what I mean? We dropping books. So you said the cursive. What some other ideas you had?
I don't know. I definitely want to do cursive. A lot of friends have been giving me great ideas. One other person had told me that she wanted me to do a book called Black Magic, like inspiring young Black girls. But I do have a YouTube channel that I do like a fun fact of the day, where I'll draw like an animal, and then like the other day I drew probably like a falcon and put it up there. And the fun fact was like at the end of its beak it has a tooth. And it's
I'm asking.
Your
My uncle loves
His
birds. I'm
uncle
asking.
loves birds.
I'm asking. Yeah, that's ill. I'm learning a lot today. I'm learning a lot today.
and
I
then
love to
you
learn.
know I also learned
Let me
that
take that note. Let me
apples
put that on my notes so I can ask
Yeah.
you. Say so. So you said an eagle.
No, a
falcon.
falcon.
Falcon. At the end
um,
of the beak is a tooth.
Oh, wow.
I also learned that in early years apple juice, doctors prescribed that for antidepressant. Apple juice.
Well, I'm learning a lot.
Yeah.
I
Isn't
We
it
done learned about
drinking that Henny and apple.
We done
You
learned
good?
about the X. What is it? The zinc is what it called?
Zemina.
Zemina. Oh yeah.
Which is
Put that
only
in there.
found
How you spell
over
that?
in-
Zemina.
Is only found in I googled it. So it's over in East
So that's
Africa
funny.
mainly.
That's funny you said apple juice to treat depression because apple juice will still give you the runs too.
Yes,
So
it
you
is.
can sit on the toilet feeling like, I feel a lot. I'm feeling way better.
Mhm.
That's bad in the building. So about the dessert thing. So I know you took a break, but you know, take us through that though. You know what I mean? That side of the game when you was active. You know what I'm saying?
What
Before
did you
the
say
cancer.
dessert thing? So what?
Look, greedy. Look, her antennas are straight.
I used to
Soon as she heard dessert.
my company was called So Sweet, and I used to bake cakes and cupcakes, and I had a specialty stuffed strawberries where it was stuffed with my white cream cheese, white chocolate cream cheese filling, drizzled with chocolate and
Phone
chocolate and mini chocolate chips. I used to do.
That's enough right there.
That sounds good. We gotta put you down with
That's
look
right
up Drip and Dip by Z.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of our clients. She do the gourmet
She just did,
strawberries.
She just did one for like training. She stuffed it with like some she got like a mango type of thing.
Yeah, so maybe you could still console her like that strawberry with the what you say cream cheese.
It was like a white chocolate cream cheese filling. Mm-hmm. I do miss it though. That was my first love. Like so sweet. That was my first.
So what
love.
pulled you back from that? Was it the cancer? Was the stuff that you were going through?
It was, but then it started being a little too much. Where it's just like with a lot of my side effects, I can't stand for too long. I can't sit for too long. I have neuropathy in my feet. I have lymphedema in this arm, and I have arthritis in this hand. So it's just like it took a toll on me, and so it's just like just sitting there, like it would get stressful, like going to take things out of the oven and things fall on the floor, and
are you that cook that like you gotta do it? Like you can't necessarily dictate to somebody else. It gets you like.
My anxiety is like I've learned to like I'll have Pierre. Pierre is definitely a big help with So Sweet.
You make it sweet.
But like you know how I'm that person where it's just like, oh, he didn't tie the bow right, like, and I'm just sitting there like, but I don't want to override because you're helping me, because I'm definitely getting slammed with these orders, but I'll just be like, that's not right. And you're just looking at it like, and that piece of paper that's just hanging off of there is just, you're looking at it the whole time.
It's like as soon as he turns his back, you just rip it off.
Yeah.
When you even know, like, is he even going
a
to
little micromanage you a little micromanage, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
I like that.
Yeah, but that, I mean, but he's always helping with deliveries and things like that. But
So how do you want P meet? You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean, how you meet your papoose? You know.
how did we meet? He was a creep. Creep.
His name Pierre. You sound like Pierre. What is the little thing on the little skunk? What his name? Pierre. He creeping up. Peppy. No, that's Peppy.
That's
Little
Peppy
P.
Le Pew.
My fault. Pierre.
He's a creep in my inbox.
No, not like that. I'm just saying Pierre sound like you know what I mean? When
Oh,
I'm
you was
slick
creeping
at
in the inbox?
He's creeping
on
in
the
my
DM.
inbox.
Down in the DM.
Well, hey,
Damn.
listen. However, it happened. It worked out.
So somebody
Like some
shot their
blessings.
jumper. You feel me? What was the first date like?
Oh, our first date. We went to Ruby Tuesdays
How many?
because I wanted steak. But I knew he thought I was crazy because I was just like, I would like my steak medium rare. And the waiter looked at me like, you know that's blood. I was like, yes, make sure it's blood. I have to see blood on my plate.
Mm.
And she was just looking at me. He was looking at me like, oh, I'm dating a damn vampire.
That's some Texas Roadhouse.
So where'd you get that from, eating your steak like that? Because not a lot of people in our culture know about that.
It's just so juicy. Like I don't need A1 sauce. I grew up out in the county. So
Different type of exposure.
yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
That's what it was.
Culture.
When you grow up in the country or in the county, it's different things that you tell me.
You can tell a lot about a person by how they want their steak up for us on the psychological
I
exam.
would eat steak.
You don't eat steak? Why not?
Sure.
But if you get it medium rare, it melts in your mouth.
Rare, and then because I look at it, it looks like when we go to Texas Roadhouse, they make their steak so good, like you don't need the A1 sauce. Like no matter how you get it, but I still just be like, yeah. You know,
Yo, shout out my nephew Vito. He broke into 2 steaks. He on his way up there now. Yo. My nephew broke into steaks from the butcher. So y'all went to Breezy's. My fault. I'm hungry. Y'all went to Breezy's. What was you ready to say?
I cook them now. I cook a steak every time. I don't even taste the way I cook it. Just, but y'all went to Ruby's.
So y'all slid in Breezy's.
And
Yeah,
after that, it was just like eating out all the time. That's all.
So it was like at one date, and is it one of them ones that y'all just like, no, y'all didn't know.
Yeah,
Like,
it definitely was. It definitely
like
was.
the chemistry just hit right there, and it's like we both like eat.
Yeah. I think that's how it happened. We just was always, and then I love like just getting in the car and going. So after that, it was just like, come on, let's go to Atlantic City. And Atlantic City's been our spot ever since. And so
Love Atlantic City.
we going, when we going? July 24th through the 26th. We just came back from Myrtle, but I just love just hopping in the car and we just going.
So who's the driver?
Me. I've always been like a road warrior.
So you like to drive. But I'm always ready to go.
Yeah.
I used to tell people, you can take we take my car. Like I don't like. I just don't want to be. I would prefer not to be drive. I'd rather just ride.
We need a something with a third row. That's the only thing. That's what we need.
Yeah,
we have too many.
Oh yeah, because I like to keep the kids in the back, so when they talk, I'm like, can't hear you.
Oh, so you know what? I had one of my moments where I was just like, F everything. I came home with the top down, like, this is my dream car. Everybody was like, where are we supposed to get? I don't know.
My dream car, not our dream car. What kind of convertible you had?
I got a Volkswagen EOS with red leather interior.
I love Volkswagen. My first car was a Jetta.
Yeah, my
Volkswagen.
second car was a Jetta.
I'm not a fan of driving the two-door cars, but I would.
Oh, when you put that top down, oh my God. Your weave just blowing the wind. I mean, I sometimes I'll just get in my car when I feel like dealing with the kids and stuff. I'll just sit in my car for hours, 3 hours. They'll come knock on the door. Just, what do you want? Let me just be my friend.
Right, like, you good? Mama, you good? You good? I'm fine. I'm enjoying my gift.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably going to end up doing that. I just love it.
Yeah, go out and get your Volkswagen EOS.
I'm not gonna see. I just got my birthday gift, so that's done. We just went and picked out my gift, so that's It's gonna be it for
Yeah, for a second.
a little
For a little
second. Oh
second.
man,
Yeah.
we got 3 rows. No matter what, I gotta have a 3-row big, and
Gotcha.
it's still sitting there like wow, when all the kids are basically in the process of getting ready to drive. So
Oh,
yeah.
Damn
really
it.
don't.
I'm
Damn
scared.
it,
I'm
except for
scared
two
of that. I'm scared of that.
you ain't
Me
not
too.
driving
Me
yet.
too.
Uh,
Me too.
legal. I mean, I can't say what is kind of.
Kept it real on the
Yeah,
crazy boy.
You the
Kept
Porsche
it
driver
100.
got a license.
Kept it
Get
100. She like that.
Yeah.
But it's all good though. We all real niggas do real things.
Yeah, and you got to think when you first start driving, who don't mess up their? I tore my first car. First of all, I don't know who said to give me a license and they give me a car the following week. That was just dumb. That's I mean, I couldn't even pull into the gas station. Like I screwed up the whole side of my car because I pulled too close to the, little round thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so when I back, I ain't had no choice but to just, and the whole thing was like skirt. So you just messed the whole car.
Yeah.
So it happens,
That's that battle dropping the books. So one more time. So what you know what I mean? What did you bring in anybody to help you select the title, or you just straight pick everything out yourself? Who was your preview? Like who was your preview board? Like you bouncing ideas off of, like what you think it is?
My sister Tamara.
Shout out to her.
And Pierre. He helped me with the cover of Be Colorful because I knew I had all the pictures inside would Be Colorful, but I knew that I wanted a crab on the front. And so I was like, well, what can I do with to put different colors on there? He was just like, why don't you put some fish? But I was just like, good idea. So I just started drawing.
Crab look like he trying to grab that yellow one.
Right, like he trying to snatch this one right on up.
Why the brown fish got to be trying to grab the yellow
colors?
fish?
Like I'm out.
That is a beautiful color.
Purple was my favorite color. That one, like I'm out of here. I'm gone.
So what supplies did you use for the illustrate? Like what kind of specific paints do you use? See my daughter art station out there when you came in.
I dabbled in alcohol markers and some pastels and the charcoal pencil.
That's deep. That's deep.
So you bounced the ideas off your sister and some off of
Pierre, and then my oldest son, Samar, he's 14, but he'll tell it like it is. So like
that's the one you go to.
Yeah.
Like,
so right. So I'll even when it comes to like food and things like that, if I'm drawing something or if I'm making something, I'll say, Pierre, how's this? Pierre was like, oh, it looks good. Because he doesn't want to hurt my feelings. But I'll call Samar down.
Happy spouse is a happy house.
I'll call Samar down and Samar be like, that's crooked. That looks a mess. And you need to start over. I'll call him back. That's much better. So he's 14.
Now, did you go back to him and be like, now why would you lie? Because that's like, you know what I mean? Like, you like, man.
Oh, I think if you look okay.
He paid attention to the details.
Right.
He wanted to repeat.
Like, it's gotta be great. Like, it's gotta be, no, that's not how we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
But it makes sense. You always have to have that one. I feel like you gotta have that one. It's like,
right.
Like, no. Even if you feel like you're gonna get in your feelings for a minute, you gotta be like,
yes.
Go back and refix
Yeah, I put him in charge of quality.
Yes.
Control, quality assurance.
Mm-hmm.
So does any of your kids take like the coloring or anything, like, drawing anything?
No. Like they'll like even when I help them with like school projects, I'm always like, you gotta do that over. They don't even like me to help them with school projects and stuff
you don't
like that.
sound like me, like us. We like my kids. They don't.
I stopped. Because we get in an argument, so I let them just go and do that. Because I can't keep getting in the arguments because I know I'm a one in my way or my.
Yeah, and they don't want to listen. Like, I'm trying to tell you, it's like you want to pass
like
or
my
you want to
words something my way, and then
You
then when they turn out and you get the middle one and get a book, you know.
Yes.
So it's like, oh, I'm just mind my business. I guess you caution or something. So that's good though. But none of them take over that. They all just like, that's your thing. You do that.
They're all of the boys. So our children range from 9, 11, 14, 16, and 18. But the younger ones, the 16, 11, and 14, they're all into sports. So they're all in sports. So they're the two older ones, they're on overly football, overly wrestling. Samara wanted to do baseball this year, but they canceled that. And Sayer is into basketball, and he did football last year. So we're like when I tell you, when school starts, and then there's
juggling that.
It
logistics.
is.
We become a whole little logistics operation.
He has all the musicians, and I have all the. Where's the basketball players? The older daughter does basketball, but then the musician.
Yeah, we're going back to gymnastics.
And then gymnast, and I have a gymnast. And then my younger one does soccer and basketball, but soccer is his thing. I don't know where it came from. I don't know how it started.
He's gonna be a beast.
Soccer is his thing. Literally, there's people talking about
I know about
in different counties and stuff. So
10 years old,
I don't know.
11 now. 11. Little JJ, yeah.
And then I got a football.
So we know how it is.
Going into college.
Shout out to the Overly over there.
Yes.
East Baltimore, stand up.
They call themselves.
My sister graduated.
They call themselves the Sports Boys. So if you can go and subscribe to their channel, the Sports Boys. But when I tell you, like, we even have like the neighborhood. I mean, like our house is like the neighborhood football team.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're always together. We actually just went on to Myrtle Beach with some of the other football moms and stuff. And when I say I genuinely love Pam, I genuinely love Christina. Like
shout out to the football moms.
These moms, like
y'all get your shirts made.
Shout out to the football.
Oh, you know what? I want to get a shirt made that's like Met Moms, because they're all the boys wrestle too. But yes, but it's just like when I say it really takes a village, like to raise these young Black boys. Like I can definitely depend on these other moms. If I'm not gonna crack the whip, they're going to, and I absolutely love them for that.
Yeah, that's what's up, yo. Shout out to the Sports
to the
Boys.
the overly moms.
Make sure y'all subscribe to the Sports Boys on YouTube. What's your YouTube again, too?
My YouTube is s.battle, author and illustrator.
That's what it is. So what's up with the merch? You gonna see?
So when you show me that, I'm gonna look into it. But yeah, I wanted like the fun facts that I be doing, like sometimes I'll just get into it and I'll just be like, wow, this needs to be on a t-shirt or something. So I'm going to really look into it, but I think I need someone else to look into that and like manage that, because I really wanted to stay into writing and drawing my books.
Show Pierre the Zazzle. That's what we use.
Mm-hmm.
So visit WRF merch on Zazzle.com, and it's really slick. You know what I mean? They do all the customer fulfillment. All you do is design your design. They send you a royalty check.
Really?
Yeah. So for your shirt, like we got a shirt on there that's $30. That was $20 or $30. I think it's $30, and you make like $15 profit, $12, $13 profit. They do all. They print it. They send it to the customer. Everything. They do customer service, everything. So they send you a royalty.
Oh wow!
And you can adjust your price on how you want. Like my daughter got a pair of leggings on there for like $70, $80. You know what I'm saying? Sneakers on there, $100-something. You can just adjust your royalty price how you want.
Oh, y'all
and you
have
can put
to
your LLC in there
that.
too. If you got like if you got your LLC.
My oldest daughter, if she was sitting here and you could tell her something, she just like
Yeah,
don't even be
she
knowing. She just like while you sitting there talking, she be like this.
She'll
What the
make
hell would you
commercials.
do? Like she just literally just sit there and just start making whatever. She just start listening to you, whatever you're doing. She just figure out.
So that's like our merch manager. For
Yeah,
real. So it's good.
Oh.
You're right on point with saying letting somebody
Mhm.
delegate because that's a bit another monster, but it's still part of your brand. But it's
Right.
just octopus tentacle. You know, like,
Right,
okay, this the
Because
whole
that is your
octopus
fun
thing.
facts would be a good thing to have
Definitely.
on the shirt.
All that would be ill.
Yeah.
And then you own the illustration. That's like art, right? You can print them out too, like in your office, like
Because
or you will sell
that's
some prints. You could do prints on the Zazzles. You can make posters. Like,
really.
you can make golf balls, bags, like you know what I'm saying. It's lucrative. You know what I'm saying, like and the merch,
This would be cute. A be colorful book bag.
all that, like
Because
you know what I'm saying.
This is so. The other day, on the 4th of July, I was just drawing the Maryland flag because I wanted to say the fun fact was, the Star Spangled Banner was wrote at Fort McHenry.
Mhm.
So, but once I started drawing it, I was just like, oh, this needs to be on the daggone T-shirt, and
And you can embed it to you. You can embed the Zazz onto your website,
so
share it on social media.
Oh yeah.
and I was just like,
I
wow.
always teaching.
And then like I said, I just wanted to do some things
Yeah, I
that
saw that on social media the
inspirational for the girls. So that so the unicorn has said, "With fire in your eyes, be magical."
Mhm.
And I was just like, so I just be
To put
like,
this on a shirt,
mm-hmm.
and then somewhere within there, within
That's
this,
the book
put
right
be
there. Be
magical.
magical.
Right. Oh, that yeah.
So if you see, I put fire in it. So it's, well, up top it says, "With fire in your eyes, be magical."
I love it. I definitely would. See, I think I'm more into like the printed T-shirts, man. Like always wanting to have something on a T-shirt. Because no matter what, you can always dress. You can still put on a blazer or something and put on a pair of heels and still dress it up. It doesn't just, you know what I mean, or just flip flop. But I can put on some tennis shoes or some flip flop.
Mm.
Yeah, I did a unicorn cake.
My cousin Gina loved unicorns. She
Mhm.
loved unicorns.
And they get unique. Unique.
Yeah,
I
yep,
like
yep,
that.
yep.
That is. Yeah.
I saw a unicorn once.
Me too. I see them all the time when I look in the mirror.
I saw him one time on this girl foot. She had one corn, a unicorn on her.
Oh,
just
shut
a
up.
one. No, don't worry about it.
Wah, wah, wah.
Don't worry about it. Red Buzzy Moon show we in the building on a Wednesday. Sylvi battle.
Y'all
The
make
books
sure
is
y'all
out.
go out and go purchase these. Go on Amazon. Everybody shops on Amazon. Now, Blackout Day was yesterday. However, this is a black-owned business, so
Red Buzzy.
support.
Amazon Kindle, yo, get this for your youngin'. You see what I'm saying? We can't open it up and show you, you got to grab it. No Kindle. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my app gang listening, yo. Make sure y'all go on Amazon. S.Battle, ABC's Tasty Foods for Me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then the other one is, let me see that one right.
Colorful is a bright and motivational book while inspiring to be unique and to be bold.
Huh.
Amazing. It's using
Got that
animated
work.
animals and capturing colors.
Amazon started with books.
Really?
Yeah, Amazon started just straight books. You know what I mean? Back in the 90s, back in my day. You know what I'm saying? So, before we get up out here, take us all the way back to your upbringing. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a youth. As a youth.
As a little
cub. Take us up
growing
there,
into
peel back the layers of the onion. You know what I mean? You said you came out the county. You want to know
Ricestown.
what clubs you went to.
Oh,
we used to shop
we
at.
was always at Paradox every single
to the
Friday.
Huh.
Shout out to let me see, Camille, Shantae, Mindy, who else? I mean, Maya, Meeton. When I tell you Nikki, we was always at the club. Like I said, we grew up out Ricestown. We went to Franklin. I went to Timber Grove, Franklin Middle, Franklin High. And those friends that I have, majority of them from elementary school, I still talk to. They're my sisters. They're not my friends. They are my sisters.
I wish these kids would grow up like that.
Yes.
That's what's up.
But we was always at the club every single Friday.
Your friends came from school.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have friends from school.
Oh,
She's like, oh, really? Listen.
Look.
I don't know. I just wanted to go to school and be out. Like all of my close friends.
You say, hey, all my friends are there. No,
No.
listen, yo, Great Buzzy Morning Show. I
Cause
gotta light
somebody
it up with a
gonna somebody
Wednesday.
gonna inbox you like, yo, I'm still alive.
You said, "Why you said I was dead?"
The homies.
So y'all was at the dock. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all go at the
Well,
dock? Where y'all
first
going to eat at back
First
then?
we went to Twilight.
Shout
Before
out to
Twilight,
Shout out to
before Twilight had
Oh.
shut down, we was there. But to this day, I don't know where we was telling our parents because we were gone from 12 to like 5 in the morning. And I was just like, where?
Somebody was sneaking out.
No, they knew that we were, I think probably because we was.
Sleepover.
Yeah.
They ain't know.
They thought y'all was sleep. Hey, we going to stay over Kendra house. Kendra got a cool parent
Right.
that let y'all slide out.
Let y'all slide out.
We was at Twilight at first, and then when they shut Twilight down, but I do remember about us all being county girls. I will always see my cousins from Cherry Hill down there, and they'd be like, "What is your county tail doing out here?"
Shout out to Cherry Hill.
And they would always like pull me and yank me up, like, "Get your tail away from here."
Why everybody think because you're in the county you can't go nowhere? Like I'm a like.
Shout out to County Girls. County Girls was it back then.
Why you can't be?
Hey P, when you come up back, P? When you came up back, P? Oh yeah, yes. 212-1839. All that. 212-12.
1, 2, 3, 9, 12,
Yes.
18.
Alameda Shopping Center all the way down North Parkway to North Avenue. Get with me.
Me either.
But the crazy, I live by the Alameda.
P in the building.
As we started, we found out that we literally
Yeah, we lived on mad streets at the same time.
Mad streets at the same time,
We
almost.
lived on Up North Road at the same time. Little Glenny, but then
Hey,
well, you know what I mean?
so it was destined.
But it was just like, but I guess that's just where your mind go, like, when you're not, because it's just like.
I live on Cameron.
Cameron, okay. All right, yeah, you already know it. Up North. That's 1 block over for Alameda Shopping Center, man. Listen. We good Pitt City.
Cameron to get my hair
right.
done. This girl used to do my hair.
Glen Eagle, Outbank, Chicken Pen Park over there whooping. That was a good time though. This is even worse now. I feel like we played a part in that though, yo. P used to be over there moving packs.
Not us.
Right.
Y'all played the part. Y'all went to Rainbow over there. Don't front.
I ain't never.
They ain't go to Rainbow over there. Alameda Shopping Center. Y'all. Did you ever go to a Rainbow?
Yeah, younger.
Ray, what's up? Give Ray some love.
All right, me, Ray.
All right then, let's be for real then. Let's keep it 100.
No.
Then give Ray no love.
Ray been low, but I don't think.
What was your favorite song back then? So what was your song like? Yo, I'm got to run to the dance floor. I got to go.
Oh, anytime getting dressed is Hollywood. Even now, driving in a car, Beyonce is Hollywood. It has to be blasting, but I'm a Travie McCoy lover. I love me some Travie McCoy.
Okay, I need to look into that.
He said
It Gym Class Heroes.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm with you on that.
So yeah,
Awesome.
I love
What's your
alternative
music?
music.
Okay.
Alternative
And I was about to ask,
music.
what is the music? What type of music do you?
Yeah, I'm not into rap like that.
That's weird. How?
Has rap let y'all down?
I don't listen to it.
Was you back in the day? Was you a fan? But you just
Not really. No, I always listen to alternative music,
County,
like
yeah.
Britney Spears and stuff like that.
Okay,
I
nothing
was escape type.
Nothing wrong with that.
I did escape. I mean, like, I would listen to Big Daddy Kane, Run DMC, like them. But you know, I can't do no. So I wear earphones.
Yeah.
So when it's earphones is what I do. So I can listen to my R&B music.
Yeah,
that's more so what I'm into
Mm-hmm.
is the R&B.
But
See, the R&B
80s,
stuff
90s.
kill our energy sometimes though. P, what you think, P? Like sometimes y'all be up.
Yeah, the
chilling,
90s. I mean,
Like, we
80s
put- we
and
go
90s.
take care of some business
It's
wearing
some
irons.
other things.
And they playing,
Now.
you know what I mean? I should have known you cheated. I'm like, yo, nobody don't want to hear that. I'm good. Like that's not about me. Like
I
I'm
think
starting
Pierre
to-
knows when I'm going through something because I'm definitely listening to Keisha Cole talking about I should have cheated. But what else I'll be
He'd
listening
be like,
to?
what I do?
Right. Even the kids be looking like, what is going on now?
Yeah.
But
I was watching a video here of Fantasia. It was doing a Fantasia. They be like, you sitting there, your mother in the front, and she's doing Fantasia, and you in the back, like, I don't know what she going through, but I feel it.
yes, that song. I changed my mind.
Yeah, that whole shh.
Mhm.
Yes, give me some Keisha Cole, some Fantasia.
Yo, I like.
She does
Keisha
amazing
Cole.
concerts.
Fantasia.
Fantasia does amazing,
Yeah, I seen both of them.
concerts.
I seen both of them.
I've gone to like all of her concerts.
Yo,
I'm
Boss
Alicia
Skate, yo.
Keys fan.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Alicia Keys. Oh my God.
That in concert, yes.
I have not
She's
been
the
to
best
see
thing since
her
Sade.
concert.
Twice.
Yo, Alicia Keys is the best thing since Sade. That's a fact. I like it.
Yeah, cause ain't no Sade out here. Besides, ain't nobody
Sade.
like Sade.
There's no one I should besides
Nobody
Alicia.
like her.
Alicia the only one though. She don't drop every 2 days. You know what I'm saying? She preserved the sauce. Like Sade won't come over 10 years, but when she come out, that shit won't. And she still aged real gracefully. Like Alicia is. If there ain't no Sade, let's just get that out of the way. But if you was to say, all right, who would be the next Sade, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I would say Alicia, in my opinion.
Or what's her name? She not another.
What's her name?
Is it no?
I know you talking about. She not like Sade, but
She has really good music, and she does her own stuff. She does all her own music. She came out on her own. She did not listen to nothing that nobody said. She did it on her own. So
her, yeah, I need to fall off into her because I be saying it be playing on the station. I think you put that in there.
yeah, it's a few.
I just
really
think
like
fall
that.
off into it. I don't be feeling like it's a certain time I want to hear that type of vibe. You know what I'm saying?
But she has the other music besides. It's not just like.
So what's the
Right,
best
the
love
songs.
making music right now? Chris Brown, what? Like who? Like back in the day, remember Keith Sweats? We had like a whole bunch. Like love song used to come on. You know what I'm saying? Like what is that for these days? Like what is a new? I know Chris Brown just was cool.
I said just mess.
I can't get with Trey Songz, y'all. I can't get.
But you know what? Actually,
Trey Songz.
Some joints be
Trey
hard, but I
Songz
can't.
do got
I
some
ain't a
good
big
songs.
fan.
And Jacquees.
Jacquees.
it's a song surprisingly by DC Youngfly. What is that? 24. You got 24 hours. Or
Oh
something?
yeah,
I was like, what? I was surprised.
I didn't even know it was
DC Youngfly.
him.
Mhm.
Yeah, he got his
That's crazy.
little
Yeah.
Is he signed to Nick Cannon too? Because you know Hitman and Hitman.
him and
Nick Cannon.
I don't know
that's
about
one of the
Beast- I don't
best,
know
like,
if-
yo,
I don't know
stand-up guy,
if
bro. They don't know your
Beast
father.
is-
Everybody talk about Nick Cannon, Cooney. They don't know your father was really certified.
But I don't understand how somebody.
So he came up. He came up
I don't
playing the
understand
county
how
or
you
something.
can
You know
call
what I'm saying? Like,
somebody corny
his
like
father
that.
really
This
was that,
fool
though, like-
has Nickelodeon. Right.
yo,
Like
Nick
He
Cannon's
has-
father really
he
was
has
that. Like I'm
a
trying.
lot of things under
a
his
So he grew up
lot
in
of
a
things
different
under
life,
his
probably
belt,
Silver
and he has a
Spoon.
lot of things both, and he's putting it out there. He's giving back.
You know who
It's
bought
not
Nick
just
Cannon's
like you
first
just
drum
sitting
machine? Will Smith. So Will Smith was on the August tip of foot Jada basically. That's what I'm saying. No, don't worry about it. Yo, Red Buzzy Morning Show. Yo, yeah,
Did
yo,
you
go
see
get
the
the
picture
books.
that they had of Jada and then I don't
Oh yeah,
think
we
it was
drinking in
Jada.
the background looking like.
No. It's with the little boy, and they said it was
Oh, yeah.
Selena, but I feel like it was Jada Adams, but they was like,
It was Jada. That's from the Minister Society. That's from Minister Society. Remember the little dude? I want to
he
play boxing.
was
No, that wasn't August. I see that.
in there. No, I'm
Like,
talking about her son.
no, that's
No,
not Jada.
no,
That's not
no.
Jada
That's
Smith.
what I'm
That's
saying.
just
I
a little.
thought-
I wonder
Oh,
what's
the
up with
little
you,
boy
yo.
right there.
Yo, probably 40 now. Like, you want to play boxing? Like, yo, that was me. That was me. I ain't do nothing with that. Yo, could have been something. What's up with yo? Somebody find that out from your Facebook and your
What's his
YouTube
name?
gang.
You gotta
At
find
gang.
his name.
Hit me at WR Radio. He was like, you want to play boxing and shit? She was like, what's her name? Kane was cool, yo. Men's Society 2 would have been that hurt me when Kane died, yo.
That was a good one.
I want to go back and watch that. I ain't watched that in a minute.
Boys in the Hood.
Menace was better than Boys in the Hood. Let's keep it 100.
I don't know.
Yo, Menace was thorough all the way from the beginning.
That's-
Tupac was supposed to play Sharif.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but he beat up the directors, the huge brother, on his Baltimore, yo. S battle with. I can't stress this enough. Support this sister, man. Like y'all heard the interview, watch it back. The story is real. You would do like an autobiography or anything, like to really like share your experiences and stuff like that.
Actually, I wanted to write like in a kid-friendly form, like mommy came home with cancer or something like
Oh,
that.
yo, you was an ill individual, yo.
I know. I keep telling people I'm dope in
You an
real
ill
life.
individual, yo.
Flip it over.
You dope in real life. You say that and say, yo, that's a fact, yo.
You know what? That's the
You
shirt.
dope in
Let me
real
bring that
life, yo. Put it on the one.
I'm gonna put that on the shirt.
Shout out to
I
P,
just
yo.
got,
Shout out
I
to
have
S
mad
Battle.
sayings that I put down.
Make sure y'all grab that. I can't show y'all the inside.
Literally, I have a whole thing that says shirt quotes.
You see what I'm saying?
So yeah.
So if you
YouTube
get, and when you
gang,
put that up, let me know, cause I really want that shirt. I'm dope in real life.
Yes, yo. Tap in, yo. So, what about audio books? Is it?
And someone told me, like, it's just so amazing that how many times, I mean, how many people have reached out to me. But one person has said that they do voiceovers.
Shout out to Nisha. Yeah, Nisha in the building.
I was just like,
What's up,
wow.
baby?
And she was like, you can, she does voiceovers in audio. So she was like, people just be sending me
a little
stuff.
kid. People asking me.
But you know what? I wanted a voice.
You ever think of doing a braid?
No.
That'd be
I wanted
dope,
to
too.
do my voiceovers on my YouTube channel because I wanted one of the kids to say my fun facts, but none of my kids want to. So it's just like a robot saying like,
I got you.
and that's what my friends had said. Some of the things would be more personal if if I had used my own voice and stuff like that.
Oh, you do all the voices, yo. That'd be ill. Like how
Mhm.
one of them cartoons, like Simpsons, it'd be like one guy do like 7 characters. You know? That'd be ill though. The audio book, the braille, the
What's
for
her
the
name?
color brown. Yo, we covered a lot today, yo. Yeah.
She on the Boondocks. What's her name? She did 3 characters.
I know who you're talking about. She do
Regina
voice.
King.
Yeah, Regina
She
King.
does
She
like
do.
3. She does like three of them.
Oh,
On well, she did when it was on the Boondocks.
Did y'all hear the guy that do Cleveland Brown voice? He stepped down because he's a white guy. He said it's no longer right to be able to do black people voice characters. The white and the black voice. Just all this stuff is big trash. What about the listen? I had a meeting yesterday. The guy he didn't know the black national anthem. He was talking about because you know the NFL about to come back and they will start the games with saying black
The black
national anthem.
Oh wow.
He didn't know what it was. Like I wasn't mad at him. It was just
Right.
it's like he was
Yeah.
like, yo, what is that? I keep hearing about it. You know what I'm saying? So what's the second verse? Anybody? Second verse right now for $10 in food stamps. Second verse, look up the back. No, $20 in food stamps. Second
Hold up.
verse.
I only know
Second
the
verse?
first. I only know the first.
All right, let's get it right now. Let's end the show like that. Let's go. Let's go. 4.
I
You
only know
know
the first
Let
verse.
every voice say.
You know the second verse?
No, I don't know what it is. You offer me $20 in food stamps, it might come back to me. Say, no, I'm joking. You know the second verse? I don't know the whole first verse.
It's elementary school.
Right. I pledge allegiance.
But I didn't learn the Black National Anthem in school. I learned it at my church.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because I went to a majority, at that time it was majority white school.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was the only black person in my school. I went to Hot Spring Elementary.
I want the pass.
Where's
Right.
that at?
Flower.
I was a rural county girl.
Big county
I was a
girl.
rural country girl. We lived across the street.
I think my niece went there. Isn't that where Yanni went? Hot
Hot
Springs? Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Hot Springs Elementary. We used to live right across the street from a cornfield. Very much send me over there. It's still cold.
Mm-hmm.
Or the cornfield.
But I think I'm very grateful that I grew up in the county though. I'm
It's a different
definitely grateful.
experience.
It definitely is.
It was a different experience. It's not so much.
Yeah.
It's a different experience, and
That's
it's
all.
definitely. I think I learned the experience from my mother taking me from from Cockeysville,
Mm-hmm.
and then moving to Park Heights.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sis, what was you doing? You took me from nothing but white people to nothing but black people. I don't know what's going on.
So like, let me ask you this then, because I know with my friends, we've always had this battle where it's like we weren't black enough to black people because we grew up in the county and we spoke proper. So we was always the white girl. But going to the white school, to some people we were still considered niggers. You know
Now
what I
you
mean?
know how
And it's-
Biracial people feel.
And it's
It's deep. But still, we making progress today on Dr. Phil. No, for now y'all know because that's how I always know. I'm just relating because y'all related to that. I never knew that. Like
Right.
I came in the county people because y'all talk proud was educated. Oh, y'all the white girl. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of biracial. You two black for the white people, two white for the black people. That's where we start our own race, mixed power. Shout out Obama, Mariah Carey.
and
I think one of them
so
Chris Cross was mixed. You know
Chris
what I'm
Cross?
saying? DJ Drama.
One of the Christmas.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all mixed people. You know what I'm saying? Alicia Keys.
so how did that affect you? Was it always an
Being
acceptance?
biracial?
Yeah, wasn't an acceptance issue?
How they accepted me was
No,
It's
because
kinda
he's
ill.
hood. And his mother hood.
it's kind of ill.
Mm-hmm.
If I may answer the question, please. No, how it affected me was ill. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you said, you too white. I mean, not too white, but you know what I'm saying. You're not. It's like Drake said it best. It's like everybody taught this black excellence, except for
Right.
when they come to him.
Right,
Nobody
right,
will never
right.
look at Drake and say, "Oh, you get out of here." You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you killing it. You the best black. You know what I'm saying? Like because he mixed. You know what I'm saying? Nobody look at like Mariah Carey. Those type of people is like you in that fine line. Like, okay. You know what I'm saying? You black, but you're not all the way black. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but they not let me in the clan. You know what I mean? I tried. I went there like, yo, I don't like niggas neither. You know what I'm saying? But they like, nah, B, you're not white enough.
So
And then
did
they
you
ain't let
mind
me. They not let me in there.
Like, did you get picked
I mean,
on?
Well, even
Just
now,
like
even
teased?
even now, my kids like I said, I listen to alternative music, so I'm blasting Travie McCoy, and they're like hiding in the car when I'm blasting my music and turn that white crap off. You know, this is how my kids talk to me. But it's just like I know who I am,
Right.
and it's just like I've always been like I'm fine if you accept me or if you don't. But I do have friends that have always battled that. Like they're still, even as adults, I can look at them and they're still trying to find their identity because they're not accepted here and they're not accepted there. But it really boils down that they're not accepting themselves. And it's just like I've always been that kind of person where if you don't fuck with me, I don't care.
Right.
You know, and it's just like, and I've never been a people please. Like I've always seen things as is either you love me or you hate me,
No brainer.
and it's like there's no gray with me, and if I don't mess with you, I'll definitely tell you, and it's just like
yeah, y'all two
if you-
vibe, y'all
right.
got the same type of vibration. You know what I mean?
and I feel like if you do something to cross me, I won't mess with you, and you'll definitely know it.
That's me.
Mm-hmm.
That's that battle, yo. So you say you want to do the black magic? Any other type of books that might get, or just some ideas now? Is like, what type of book you think can help kids understand race relations? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think that you just put that up. I think I want to ask my niece because my niece, her name is Alexis, and she
Shout
actually
out Alexis.
she had like a nice article explaining her issues being biracial. And she would just say, like, you know, when she would go with her white side, that like when she would get in the pool and, you know, her hair would kink up, it was hard for them to like, you know, do her hair. And now that
my
you
daughters
said
dealt
that,
with that too when they go with my aunts on my white side of the family. They like, you know what I'm saying? I see them in pictures looking crazy. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, yeah, I ain't know what to do.
yeah. And I think that would be like a nice book. I'll ask her to write it, and maybe I'll just do the pictures for it. But that's something I wonder.
I think that's pretty
into.
cool because it's always
Yeah.
with somebody an identity book almost.
Mm-hmm.
Like just helping you to identify and just knowing that okay, it doesn't matter if you're white, you're black, you're biracial. Because
That's
people
what I'm
out
saying. What
here
kind of
is
ideas would help kids understand that it's not really about it? Like, what's something that you could, like, say, for instance, if it was a kid, he might grow up in an ignorant household, but he read this book, and it might arc something in his mind. Or a black kid, he might grow up where, you know, kids, their parents saying, oh, white people, he do this and that. But he look in this book and see that it's more about the human race. You know what I'm saying?
to see something that's
Like
just
that,
that everything
you know
just
what I'm
gonna
saying?
rest together. And
So we just
come-
building
yeah,
right
just
now.
come together.
Yeah.
That's that, man. I
Ideas.
appreciate you popping out, yo. You know what I'm saying? I know we, you know what I'm saying? It's a little hype, but not too far.
Yeah,
You know
well,
what I'm saying?
I mean, it's kind of good. Pierre's happy we can go buy some fireworks since we over here.
Oh yeah. They fit
Oh, yeah,
off down too. Yeah, they right up the street.
Oh, no, right there.
They right up the street. That line was crazy. The line was almost all the way over here. The line was there. The line to get in the line.
Oh wow!
That fireworks thing was lit.
I'm glad I got mine early.
S. Dot battle.
Because they would do little, take them and go and do little stands. So I was able to do something. My daughter and myself.
No doubt. The sushi place over there is real good too.
I don't like sushi,
Oh yeah.
and I need to go back to being vegan for a little bit.
Going back to the vegan. Tell us about that real quick before we wrap it up.
The oh yeah, that would be cool. I had I went on a spiritual cleansing for the month of January just to get things out of my system, and I went vegan. No dairy, no eggs. Actually, I didn't even have any starches. I lost so much weight. But now it's just like once I stopped, it was just like that weight came back really fast.
So how?
What's the first thing you-
What's the difference? Like how easy is it to go from being vegan and then you go back to just slide off and you go back to eating? Like, did it do anything to your
Yes,
system? Like,
it
you tell
did.
like, oh my God, I ain't eating meat in so long.
I think when you're a vegan, like you're so energized and all those vegetables and stuff. My face, even like my skin was clear, and I just had so much energy. But then when you started eating meats, it just feels so heavy, and you just feel like blah.
Because I think people tend to they try to go from they started off, they work their way down, like they take out the beef. Because I don't eat a lot of beef, but then you go to chicken, and then it's like people. My cousin, he don't eat fish. That's it. Like nothing else, just fish. I'm like,
Pescatarian.
I eat fish. To me, I just kind of feel like this thing.
That shit like
I mean, because you gotta
Let me
think
not say
about
that.
you trying to clean out. You know, you clean out your inside, but if you go from the chicken, you go to fish, you
Right.
just go straight.
And
I feel like I
then you
can't
have
do
to
it, but what do you
detox.
eat?
Pete, you do the vegan with him?
First, no, nobody in my house did it with me. But like when you have to
Yeah, you did. It's too
detox,
hard.
I drank some detox tea. First of all, when you drink that detox tea, you better make sure you have nothing to do and nowhere to go for like the next 3 days. But it was just like when it cleanses you, like, oh my goodness,
It's
it's
a
just
lift.
like, but that itself, like, it sucks your stomach in. Yeah. So, but yeah, it was definitely an experience. But I love food, so I love vegetables and things like that anyway. So
Me too. I always say that I could probably do broccoli and corn every day. Like I've gone and just ate broccoli, like just.
What about the Impossible Whopper? Did you try that?
yeah, I did. It was just okay to me.
Does it taste like a regular Whopper?
Yeah, but then I couldn't eat the bread because I was trying to stay away from starches.
Oh, so you
but-
ate the patty. Oh, okay.
And then also I didn't eat no condiments either.
Oh, that's
So it's
rough.
like when I did eat like French fries, I would dip it in like guacamole.
Okay,
So,
that's good.
Yeah.
'Cause I love.
but they do have vegan mayo, and it's actually really creamy.
They're coming out with a lot of different vegans. My sister, she made a vegan cake and didn't tell me
Mhm.
that it was vegan. She was like, "Oh, I just made this cake. It tasted no different."
Right.
And I mean, she found vegan butter.
Mhm.
It was homemade. Everything was just vegan. It tasted like a regular yellow. Even the icing was vegan.
Mhm.
Like down to her icing, it was vegan.
It's just really expensive.
It is.
It's really expensive.
So that's probably why I don't want to go
And
vegan.
then, but that's what I'm saying. Like even with them giving away so many food stamps and that, I'm like, we're about to be obese.
That's
Our
a fact.
kids.
First
and
of all, I feel
things-
like you're giving away so much. How do you even
Yeah, wait,
have
man.
enough to even fit in your refrigerator? Because it's just like
Right.
by the time the next month go, it's just like,
Yeah.
unless you're cooking every single day.
Yeah.
So that's probably about the only way that you're gonna get.
And see, with our boys, like they're starting football, so they started their football yesterday, their football practice. But it's just like now it's our refrigerators filled with fruits and vegetables. They don't even eat it. Don't even eat it.
I would
The
say
weight-
that.
and then the
I
waste-
love it.
So I'm just sitting in there eating
40% of
cherries
food in America
and
is
strawberries.
wasted.
Definitely believe it.
We
We actually go through a lot. Surprisingly, like I was like, I just bought this fruit yesterday and it's gone. Like
They love it, yo. I give it to the
grape,
kids. They love
strawberries.
it.
I'll try to get a fruit plate because I'll be quick to go buy one.
Mhm.
And then he'd be like, we can just get all the stuff and make it. Who's cutting up all the fruit?
Yeah, I'm not paying
So-
$20 for no free
Fruit
plan.
plate,
Yeah,
yeah.
I can buy it.
Cut it
Listen, hand me a knife.
Yeah.
Yo, that's Dot Battle. One more time, let them know what everything.
We'll get a vegan
Subscribe to
book.
the YouTube. Let them know the YouTube real quick.
YouTube Battle, author and illustrator for your fun facts for the day.
And yeah, let them know about the books. Let them know everything. Social media. So they can tap in.
I have Facebook Battle, Sylvi Battle, and Instagram Battle also.
Yo, that's what it is, yo. Stay tuned.
Y'all support. Make sure y'all go out and support. Log on to Amazon
Mm-hmm.
and get these books because some of y'all out here probably don't know your colors anymore.
Right. You
On
fun.
your ladders. So then she gonna have the cursive one coming, and I think
More
she
books
do. I
coming
think she do
soon.
a
Stay
vegan
tuned to
one
the
because a
YouTube.
lot of people that are going vegan have their kids going vegan as well. Like
Yes.
I wish I was raised on that, yo, because I was just raised.
let me tell you, some vegan kids
I
are
was
like,
raised by a corner
like
store.
I used to babysit a vegan kid, and I understand why he was so fit. He was like.
Just vegan for nothing,
He was
fat boy.
thick. You thought he was eating food, but straight. I mean, they nothing like.
Oh wow.
He was just straight vegan. I think they ended up finding like a vegan formula for him and everything. But yeah, we definitely do a vegan. I think a vegan book would be good. Because then it gets to teach you about the health
Yes.
of of everything, and then whatever enzymes and all that other stuff that you're taking in and stuff.
Stop by to make sure y'all stay tapped in. Ray Buzzy Morning Show app gang. We love y'all. Coming up, top 10 at 10, brought to you by 10 Win Commandments. Available now on Amazon. Top 10 at 10 coming up. 10 Win Commandments. Make sure y'all check that book out as well. Big homie Derek Gray dropped the book 10 Win Commandments.
Listen,
How's that 10 Win Commandments? You finished reading it yet?
almost.
Almost.
That's because I'm in between two. I probably shouldn't have did that.
You did what?
I'm in between two books.
Oh, you're in between two books? Oh, that's cool. Make sure y'all pick that up, yo. 10 Win Commandments, Derek Gray on Amazon. And pick up Be Colorful by Battle and ABC's Tasty Foods for Me on Amazon. Y'all got that's your library assignment for today. Gray Buzzy Morning Show. You know what I mean?
Support. Don't just tune in. Support.
Support. You know what I mean? Shout out my man P holding it down. You see what I'm saying? Salute, brother. You know what I'm saying? Give you your flowers, man. You pat pools. A couple of y'all making it hard for us.
She's pregnant again.
Is she?
Yeah.
Shout out to Pat Pools and Remy. Shout out to S. Battle, P, Eastside, Alameda Shopping Center. Shout out to Northwood Drive. Shout out to Chickapin Parkway. Shout out to Chickapin Middle School.
She said no. P said they making another one.
Y'all got kids together?
No.
Oh, okay.
They
That
They
one.
gonna make one.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what he said in
All
the
right.
beginning. So they gonna use these.
Oh yeah. She said that she ain't got to worry about it. P said, yeah. All right, stay tuned for that, yo. We gonna stay tuned to WR Radio, yo, for revelations, yo, for that upcoming story. You feel me? That's gonna be a reality show, yo.
Let's see if P put it down.
Yo, this is Nas right here. Hey, yo.
Let's see if she give it up or down.
Yo, no doubt. Yo, this is Nas right here, Tanasia, yo. We out of here. Gone.
Yeah.
YouTube gang, we love you. We out. Facebook gang, we love you. We out of here. S. Dot. Miss Story. P. We out. Slide. That was dope, yo. That was dope. Y'all welcome anytime. We can stay here all day, yo. And chop it up, yo. Seriously, yo.
So look, when it starts, it looks like a little tomato.
Mhm.
We gonna have some events coming up. I'm gonna keep y'all posted too. Little just get together, spades, you know what I'm saying? Crabs and all. Not too many people, you know what I'm saying? Just a little 8 to 10, but I like y'all vibe, you know what I mean? Y'all can fit in with the circle, you know what I mean? With the circle of trust.
They build little things.